According to James Dietz, the concern for the small things forgotten within archaeology is useful for studying the past peoples based on the things they left behind and the ways they left their imprint on the world. The difference within historical archaeology is that we must study the cultural remains of literate societies that were capable of recording their own histories. The year was 1728, and Peter Bodine, a merchant, warehouse owner, and land speculator, just purchased the land at which now sits the Metlar-Bodine House Museum. Located near New Brunswick, New Jersey and the Raritan River, Piscataway Township and the Metlar-Bodine House Museum have seen its fair share of cultural interaction and change over time, culminating in a variety of archaeological digs done at the site. Recently, I traveled to the Metlar-Bodine House Museum to speak with Jerris Castle, the archivist, to discuss a historical archaeology project done at MBHM in 2019.
So you were saying before that the artifacts from the dig in the report from 2021, I think it was, are not here still, right?
We have not received them.
Okay.
No.
And even though the Metlar-Bodine House had not received any of the artifacts done in 2019 and 2020, they do have an expansive collection of artifacts from the local area, including a variety of prehistoric artifacts, similar to those found in 2019 and 2020.
Who collected these?
McCullough.
Okay.
McCullough, yeah.
These prehistoric artifacts donated by the McCullough family were similar to the 9 prehistoric artifacts found in the 2020 report. There were a total of 7,853 artifacts taken in this report. To help uncover these artifacts, archaeologists used ground-penetrating radar, which uncovered 28 subsurface anomalies. There were also a total of 58 shovel tests conducted, of which 28 were excavated on a 20-foot grid in the rear yard. And regarding the excavation units, a majority of which were dug as 5 square-foot holes, many of which transforming into longer trenches and L-shaped units. An interesting finding of the 2019-2020 report is that the prehistoric materials found in historic and modern deposits were distributed so widely across excavation units that any notion of Native American occupation on the site has been broadly dispersed, and that no prehistoric artifacts were recovered from any undisturbed subsoil deposits. What this alludes to is that the prehistoric artifacts in the Metlar House's collection, as well as the artifacts that were found and labeled in the report, suggest extreme amounts of interaction between cultural groups over its history, adding to the fascination into how advanced societies traded and communicated through the use of material culture. With this being said, the report recommends that no more archaeological excavation should be done at the Metlar-Bodine House, at least prior to the construction of new buildings. The report outlines that the quality and information in the resources found at the property is poor. And given this label, I decided to speak with Jerris more about the prehistoric artifacts and what historical archaeology means to a local house museum like the Metlar-Bodine House.
What was that experience like?
Well, they were just, it was really organized in terms of, seeing them dig. Right, and
Which I didn't know.
Yeah, well, of course, this whole area.
Yep.
Yeah, and the museum has prehistoric artifacts. So, yeah, it's interesting to add to that. And knowing that out here was Native American trail.
Exactly, Native American
and it's a
and
major
colonial
road.
interaction. Yes, exactly.
And the whole area here, All River Road, historic district.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the artifacts that are down in the Bodine and out there,
Sure.
well, even the arrowheads there in the entrance there, those were found in this area.
Sure. Should we go take a look at those?
Sure, we can do
Awesome.
that. Important to this museum that what we have
It's local.
is local provenance, or it's clear that we have some things that
Sure.
that are not, but
I think it's like,
these are local.
Exactly. I think too, if this evidence is from the area and the archaeology report done here in 2020 or so is consistent, then they likely found some very similar prehistoric materials, because most of these are, for the most part, I would say prehistoric times, but which is kind of just unbelievable, honestly.
Historic house museums, whether large or small, tell more than just a history of a specific place at a specific time. And propelled by historical archaeology, as Carter L. Hudgens notes, historic homes offer a new kind of excitement that create the visitor as a proprietor of the raw material of history, the artifacts, houses, and manuscripts to which the public turns for entertainment and to learn about their nation's past.